me panoramic gang, one law, diplomat, rabbit man, nighttime boy, them a batty man, them.
One law link stink like Riverton. 7.62 done up on clip. Mount Malie anywhere we shot a 6. Squash a pussy whole batty boy long fella. Squash a pussy whole batty boy long fella.
Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You don't think Alkaline pass up Mavado?
Pass some over them clot.
Hey, talk to me.
Research, no, me gonna ask you a question, no.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to another update. Please remember to leave a like on this video. Very important to also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet, and leave your thoughts down in the comment section. So we have Chronicler right hand man, also an artist, goes by the name Radija, at this Malie in the worst way possible and defending Chronicler. Because everybody knows saying that the war between Malie and Skipper, you know, Malie also turned it pan a one law. So everybody knows that Chronicler is currently behind bars, so him cannot get for answer Malie, but we have Radija a defend the one law badness, and him a shoot up Malie face, and in the process the man disquashing at the worst way possible as well. Anyway viewers, him preview this track on his Instagram, so we're going to check it out as well.
One law link stink like Riverton. They clip your langy bang belly stick no jam.
So the man a make Malie know say one law badness stink like Riverton. So Malie you can't this one law no time. We have links all about the place youth.
7.62 done up on clip. Pussy Mount Malie anywhere we shot a 6.
So the man a make Malie know say 7.62 done up on clip. You know, anyway them shot a 6, and everybody knows say that are the ops them favorite line when them a war against the 6. Knock it pan a 6 now.
Flip up, make me tell you me boss it the Glock Mella. Squash a pussy whole batty boy long fella.
So the man a tell Malie say if he flip up right now, make him bust it pan him. And also in the process, the man a call squash a people, Jano people. You know, Radija at this squash in the worst way right there. So, but one question would I like to ask, you know, did Chronicler give him the go ahead for this squash like that? Because even at the war between Malie and Chronicler, we always hear Chronicler big up squash nonetheless. So we don't know what go on. You know, me not think Chronicler would have make a song at this squash, even though they are not friends currently on the media as from where we are see.
Yalla piece up in a hot face, ask Mella. Rich badness wanna know 6 Margella.
So Radija right there defending the one law badness, and in the process the man also at this Malie producer Atto Jano is like the producer them not safe when it comes to war.
Dance sky run prismatic pan automatic. One law wish pussy they test with a bag of dead man a boots him up and honestly yo shop down.
So the man also a knock it pan Dance Sky, that one of Malie other producer as well. So you know so the producer them not safe. And in the process the man also a big up Shabdan. Not sure if Shabdan is gonna produce, you know, this song by Radija. And everybody know who Shabdan is. Shabdan is the producer that is currently behind bars, and him, you know, everybody that did say Chronicler sell out squash for Shabdan. Malie even mentioned it in his songs them. But you the viewers can tell me what you think all about that. So now viewers, we have Irish and Chin from SH0T Radio saying that he don't think Vybz Kartel can do another arena run. Yeah man, the man say Gully and Gaza, you know, Vybz Kartel and Mavado coming together to perform. Yeah, him think them can pull it off, but if them drop the ball, then him not think say Vybz Kartel can do another arena show, because if him flap a reggae songfest, that's gonna be it for him. That's how Irish and China say. So he's letting everybody know say him need this for work, because Gully and Gaza gonna set the standard for arena shows and the industry at large. Anyway, check out him officer and tell me if you agree or not.
I am not championing Gully and Gaza, and I'm gonna say this and people are gonna be upset with me, right? But it's the truth, right? I don't know if Vybz Kartel can do a second run with the stadiums. And I'm just being honest because nobody wants to say it. I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm definitely not saying that he can. Now, can he come to Brooklyn and ram up Barclays? Possibly, but I'm talking about the stadium run.
Yeah, it was a run.
Right? That stadium run that Vybz Kartel did, it's possible that he cannot do it anymore. But if him and Mavado presents what they need to present at Sunfest, they go to stadium run again.
Yep.
That's the run.
That's the run.
I am not championing Gully and Gaza. I'm championing a new door being opened for the culture. I'm all about the doors. I'm all about the opportunities, right? We want to see the venues them across the world ram again. Kartel and Mavado on one stage can ram it again, but let me tell you this.
Yes, they can.
Right? The world is looking at Kartel and Mavado on Sunfest. If they drop the catch, ain't nobody coming out to see that nowhere else.
True.
I think that's a very
I want you guys to see
statement.
that. I want you guys to understand what I'm saying, right? We in the diaspora, we're depending on the Gully and Gaza to be the next wave, right? We're depending on that, and it has all the songs and all the abilities to do so. But the man them have to apply themselves the right way. Whatever that right way is, me can't tell you that, right? But I know when those people sit down in that stage, I mean, when those people are standing in that crowd, those thousands and thousands and thousands of people, right? People are supposed to say blows and skirt, right? Me really feel like them time then, right? And the youth them were never there. They're supposed to say, oh, this is why everybody rate Kartel.
And then looking for the next
why
one.
everybody rate Mavado. And let me tell you this: once that product in Jamaica is presented properly, Mavado and Kartel won't have hands to make appearances, right? Because everybody's going to want it. Everybody's going to want it. All the stadiums are going to want it. I got my eyes and my ears open because this weekend is Sunfest, right? And I got my eyes and my ears open because I want to see what really takes place with Mavado and Kartel on that stage, right? I'm not talking about the fact that they're going to pull a crowd. If they're not, I believe that Soundfest is going to be very well attended. The real focus to me is if they are going to be able to open another door for the culture, right? And let me explain to you why I say this, right? If they package and present the rivalry in a very entertaining and interesting way, it will ignite dancehall once again as that product is exported out of Jamaica. If they take that opportunity to just go and quote unquote eat a food, that door doesn't open, right? In my opinion, I believe that foreign markets are waiting for the next big thing, right? The culture needs another big thing to look forward to and another excitement. The Gully and Gaza rivalry was a major part of modern day dancehall, right? It's the biggest rivalry of modern day dancehall. If they go on the stage at Sunfest and present it in the true essence of the art form, right? It's a win for the culture and another door is open. And this is no disrespect to Kartel, right? But if Kartel goes and give the performance that Kartel's been giving for the last couple years, I don't know if we're going to accomplish that, right? If Mavado goes and Mavado does the dash that he's famous for, I don't know if the industry will score. Now they will score. It's a big payday for them. The place is going to be rammed. But I think at this moment, right, the industry, no one is saying it, but the industry itself is depending on and looking for the next big burst, right? Kartel performing to the best of his ability on a band. And I'm going to put that out there because I don't think that Kartel is going to be able to present it on tracks. But if he does, and if he's perfected it, then my mistake. But however he chooses to perform, it needs to be so intense and so impactful that people are awed. And then Mavado needs to likewise. Well, I know Mavado's working on a band because he's all over social media performing or practicing on his band. Might I say to you guys though, right, that I have a lot of faith that Mavado is going to be on his A game in Jamaica. And this is why he totally ripped apart St. Kitts Music Festival, tore it apart on a band, forward, no dash with no this, no that, right? He actually, and I want to say maybe he was warming up for Sunfest, I don't know, but Mavado
performed.
If I right now, if I can bet that one of them at least is gonna go there and give a great performance right now, band performance.
Oh yeah, Segoli.
If they don't do it properly, then the foreign loses interest. Foreign lose interest is dead in the water. That's all I'm saying. If they don't do it properly, chances are that if they do it in Brooklyn or them do it there and do it there, so it now gonna get that run there where it's supposed to get. And that is just my opinion.
No, it's true.
So Irish and Chin posted that clip with the caption stating, Vybz Kartel Mavado must deliver epic performances at Reggae Sunfest. Anything other than greatness will hurt the industry. Gully vs Gaza is supposed to be Dancehall's next arena attraction. We can't afford them to drop the ball at Reggae Sunfest. What is your prediction? Will Vybz Kartel and Mavado deliver unforgettable performances at Reggae Sunfest, or will they fail to seize the moment? So viewers, basically what Irish and Chin is saying that, you know, Vybz Kartel and Mavado need to make this work, because if them flop a Reggae Sunfest, then every other arena show with them do after that, it's gonna fail. Yeah man, we see some people that say you know, Vybz Kartel Mavado performing together is a great thing, you know. It's like a nostalgia back in the days when Kartel and Mavado run the place. You know, people want to experience that, because many people never get to really experience that, especially because Vybz Kartel was behind bars, and you know, Mavado and Vybz Kartel been rival for decades or for years now. Yeah man, so you know what Irish and Chen is saying, that they need to make this work. But you also have some naysayers, you know, basically I said them don't want to see that old thing, you know, of the past with Gully versus Gaza, the whole heap of war and them thing there, because nothing good no really come from that. You have some people have them doubts, and you know, them no really want to see it, you know. But it seems like much persons or much artists won't be on Reggae Sunfest this year due to the Gully versus Gaza performance that's going to be taking place, because maybe Joe feel like Kartel and Mavado is enough to fill out that stadium. But you the viewers can give your opinion on that and tell me what you think. So now viewers, we see where Jeffrey did a recent interview on his Let's Be Honest podcast, and he's asking the question, who is really the bigger artist between Alkaline and Mavado?
But he did say Mavado is bigger than Alkaline.
That's true.
Why you say that?
That's true.
I don't disagree, but at the same time, if somebody disagree, we could understand. You don't think Alkaline pass up Mavado?
Pass some over them pussy clat.
Talk to me.
No, I'm gonna ask you a question. No. Jay, which song Alkaline have where you can plug? I plug 2 Alkaline songs now. We tell me so. Sell our goal where lick the billboard. Alkaline would have more influencer, or more, we call it more rare.
So make a reason.
I'm about a bigger superstar than Alkaline.
So make a reason.
Bigger superstar.
And more when we have them conversations here, we have to have certain category in it. You see me?
Yeah.
Cause look upon it now. If you ever use it as an example, right? Which song any dancehall artist have outside of Shaggy and Sean Paul, a big like Omi song?
That's true.
You get me I say?
Yeah.
So you can't use it one way. Now I'm not saying Alkaline is bigger, but I'm saying there's an argument to be had, because guess what going on now? I don't think Mavado can follow the Barclays.
Why?
I don't think Mavado can keep a show in Jamaica and full up Stadium Car Park.
Why?
I just don't think so. I think, and I'll say this, when Vybz Kartel went to jail, Mavado taking foot off of the pedal. He did give hits, but it wasn't he wasn't dominant. We see Conscience come show look at dominance. We see Demarco, we see Popcorn come hold it. We see Alkaline and a lot of people. So when I say Mavado did disappear.
So what do you the viewers think? Who do you think is the bigger artist, you know, Mavado or Alkaline? Well, some people would have said, you know, Mavado is a more veteran than, you know, Alkaline, but you know, you have some people that argue say Mavado never really run the place by himself. You know, even when Vybz Kartel went to prison, it was Alkaline who was the hot artist. If you're talking about fan base currently, Alkaline have a much bigger fan base than Mavado. If you put Mavado and Alkaline in the Barclays Center, Alkaline is gonna sold out. You know, they're not sure about Mavado. So there is an argument to be had, as what Jeffrey say. But you have some people believe say Mavado is bigger. You know, as we walk and talk, say my Mavado a friend. So him not really I go say, you know, Alkaline bigger than Mavado, but Alkaline did his thing. But you know, both of them great, you know, both of them are from different eras. So me now go put a finger upon it and say, you know, Alkaline bigger than Mavado or what the case is, because Mavado is a staple in dancehall. Mavado have some of the most classic songs them man, they can do everything, sing, DJ, everything. So you the viewers can tell me what you think about that. So now viewers, we have some breaking news right here. Reggae singer Fantan Mojah has died. Reggae singer Fantan Mojah has died at age 49, just 3 weeks before his 50th birthday. The Rastafarian firebrand is said to have passed away on Tuesday evening at the University Hospital of the West Indies in Kingston after suffering complications related to his heart. So viewers, we have to say condolences to Fantan Mojah family and so forth. You know, the man, they have veteran in the music industry, have a couple hits underneath him belt and so forth, and you can say he did it in reggae and dancehall. Yeah man, even though him do some things still, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna say condolences and, you know, big up Sedway and him doing thing. Also, speaking of Fantan Mojah, we have radio personality Ran Mojah speaking on Fantan Mojah and you know, Joe Bogdanovich, you know, which is the owner of Reggae Sunfest right now, or the CEO, you know, Joe helped Fantan Mojah launched his career back then, before Joe was even known as a promoter. But anyway, check out the Ran Mojah officer and tell me what you think about this.
Fantan, what a life. What a man. Fantan Mojah with the backpack. Fantan Mojah dance and I go on like him. Go for the other singer the name again, man. I was going like again. Jacob Miller, man. Fantan Mojah. Everybody, I was there when the story started. As a matter of fact, I was one of the first persons in this music business or radio business to give Fantan Mojah the strength that he later became the big star that he is. And it all started with a man called Joe Bogdanovich. You didn't know Joe then. You see everybody know Joe now? And Joe is the man right now. Then you didn't even know who Joe was. And this man just came to me at the radio station one day. He had been at the radio station a few times to see me, but you know, most of the times I just didn't get to talk to him. But this particular day, he decided he had to talk to me. So I said, "What's your name?" He says, "I'm Joe Bogdanovich." You see the Joe he has become now? I said, "What can I do for you, man?" He says, "Man, there's this young man. I really want to help him. He's from St. Elizabeth. His mom is going through a rough time, and I just want to help him." What's his name? His name is Fantan. What? Fantan? I said, Fantan. And the rest is history. He really made us proud, and he was really instrumental in launching Joe's career too. Yeah, I know Joe will never forget him. Yeah, I remember then when we just started Fantan Mojah, I said, "Joe, I'm gonna make you be the biggest white man in reggae. Watch me." Yeah.
So said, so done.
So said, so done. And it's been an interesting story. He's always been quite appreciative though, Fantan. I always showed the respect. Yeah, this was one of the songs that we helped to make popular in the morning as well. We'll never forget him. He's done a lot for our music. And I really hope that reggae was there for him even during the last days. To his family and friends, I say, well done, Fantan. Put on your backpack and ride on to Zion, son.
So viewers, that's, you know, Ran Mojah there paying his tribute to reggae dancehall artist Fantan Mojah. Yeah man, them man, they blaze some fire in reggae and dancehall music. And you know, Fantan are one artist, when him sing, him have soul in our music. You can feel it. When you there party and I listen to them man, they song, you have to move. Yeah man, them man, they have vibes, rasta and so forth. You know, Ran Mojah is a man, him help feel like, you know, him help with Fantan Mojah career, you would say, in terms of playing music in the morning. Ran Moshet are one of them long time, you know, really personality there. So Ran Moshet I got always have a hand in the legends them career. Yeah man, I don't know Ran Moshet I do it. Ran Moshet I do it from way back in the days. And him still I do it said way. And we have to say big up Ran Moshet, you know, big up Fantan said way, and condolences to the family and so forth. But you the viewers can tell me what you think all about these topics we spoke about. Don't forget to leave a like on this video.